Hate all traitors. There is no disease that I spit on more than treachery. Do you remember the days when a Dreadnought was the centrepiece of an army? When you read up in an old White Dwarf article that there'd be a sergeant with a lovingly crafted banner, or a captain with maybe a head swap? Now, it seems like such a small thing today, but those old miniatures used to be metal. You used to have to get a hacksaw out. So creating a conversion was a feat of strength as well as engineering. Well, I wanted to capture that essence again of those times with this Dreadnought. The Return to Istvan project in our group is Centurion based, which is in itself a fan rule set attempting to recreate those classic 2nd edition armies where you'd mainly see infantry. You'd see the Devastator squads, and maybe, if you were lucky, if somebody could afford it, a Dreadnought. The Contemptor chassis is piloted by an undefined Legionnaire, or unidentified rather. The legend prefix simply denoting it as Veracundian Atrenam. It is common practice within the 16th to entome disgraced Astartes within Dreadnoughts, dishonouring the dead with eternal servitude as a punishment for some discretion in life. What that was, or what would become of this machine post-Istvan, is lost to the tides of history. I wanted this miniature to tell a story, especially the base. The Horus Heresy is full, absolutely full of these wonderful vignettes, small incidental stories that contextualise the times and the models themselves. Here I had the idea of a Legionnaire trying to reach out for a melter bomb as the Dreadnought casually crushes him underfoot. I want the viewer to question, what will kill the Legionnaire first, the Dreadnought or the inch of water beneath his cracked helmet that's gradually seeping into his lungs? Will he manage to get the melter bomb? Will he drown? Or will he simply be stomped on by this careless Dreadnought that I doubt recognises that he is actually there? The colour scheme itself falls on very similar lines to the infantry, and you can find the full 4K tutorial as well as 25 other treats in the Advent calendar releases, all on Patreon for $15 or 13-ish quid. You get access to the entire month as well as all previous months. Treat yourself this Christmas. Grab something for yourself instead of getting socks or goddamn Lynx body Africa spray again for yourself. The base itself came from the Imperious Unreal Wargaming bases, and it comes with I had to print out 3D parts for it. If you're interested to see the construction, that will be a part of the video tutorial series as part of the Advent calendar. But the inspiration for it came from background reading in book 1, as well as looking at the Black Library novels. So I imagined that these guys would be set maybe at Coral City initially, which operated as the capital of Istvan III and was the seat of imperial governance. Or it could represent one of the later stages of the imperial conflict, the Siren Hold, and this was a product of imperial brutalism. This concrete stronghold has familiar hallmarks of terrain architecture, and as we explore this shattered, bombed out area, there are notes in the Black Library books such as amazingly, the chapel window is still intact, although its panes have been distorted by the heat of the firestorm, bulging and discoloured with vein-like streaks that reminded Lucius of an enormous insectoid eye. The chapel itself is more bizarre inside than out, etc., etc. And I imagine here that you'd have some manner of fountain that could be used as part of the palatial villas of this place. That's what I wanted to get across here, that this was once a civilized area that's just been bombed into annihilation and is being fought over by demigods for reasons way beyond the ken of anybody who lived at Istvan III or in the sector. And that's it. My contribution to the Istvan III, or the hashtag return to Istvan III. This will be the centerpiece of the army until I can get Abaddon done. Until then, you can find the rest of the hashtag return to Istvan projects on all social media. All you have to do is type in hashtag return to Istvan. You can see a whole collection, a whole community of modelers, painters, artists getting involved in recreating one of the finest source books Games Workshop has ever produced. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video.